Is your life about what you really think it's about? How's that question land for you? The reason I ask this is I see this tripping up so many people when it comes to awakening, realization, spirituality, deep, true transformation. There's a spectrum, of course. Some people struggle with it a bit. Some people really are not okay with the realization that your life is not about what you think it's about or what you thought it was about. I want to point out that it turns out to be more than okay when you realize your life isn't what you thought it was about. In fact, the irony is what you really want, the surrogates you're chasing in life, what you really want from them is what will never be delivered as long as you hold on to a tightly held view of how your life should be or what it's about. And yet, when you finally let go of that and you just let life be what it is, you let the world be what it is, you let reality be what it is, you let your emotions be what they are. When you let go of the grasp onto trying to make your life what you think it is or what it's about, that's when you actually receive what you were searching for with all the surrogates. So there's a definite irony here. But I also want to point out that if you look at the stories we enjoy, the literature we enjoy, the movies, novels, I would argue that the vast majority of the high quality art in the form of literature and so forth surrounds this issue in that the characters in these books that we relate to, that we feel like we're going on a journey with and so forth in these movies, their life is not about what they thought it was about. That's the story. You thought your life was about something, and then this big challenge is dropped in your lap, right? The ordeal, the hero's journey. This is such a pervasive motif in storytelling, and it makes storytelling so enjoyable, right? It makes it so wondrous and mysterious that character is going directly into the mystery. That character's life is not what they thought it was about. And now they're learning what it's about as they go through real challenges and tribulations and ordeals and successes and failures and ups and downs and confusing moments and moments where you really have to dig so deep into your character that you go beyond what you ever thought you could go beyond as far as your own tolerance of your own experience. You find things in yourself you had no idea were there, right? All of that. That's the character. That's the hero's journey. And we love to read those. We love to watch those. But when it comes to our own life, sometimes we're like, no. I want it safe. I don't want to actually do that. I don't want to actually enter the mystery. I don't want to actually completely enter the unknown and take a journey that I didn't even know I was on, right? So I would just appeal to anyone who understands what I'm saying here to feel into that. Maybe it's okay to actually enter the unknown. Maybe it's okay to truly enter wonder. Maybe it's okay for your life to not be about what you think it's about at all. And that's really going to give you what you've always wanted. Because I find that's the case again and again when it comes to awakening and realization, especially in deeper realization when the deep shadow work's going on and things are disorienting and confusing and challenging and the non-dual stuff is coming and going. And sometimes you feel like you're on a permanent acid trip. Other times you feel like you're in the depths of despair. When you're going through all that, that is the ordeal. Those are the trials and tribulations that are going to deliver you to where you really, in your heart of hearts, knew it was possible to go, which isn't a place and it's not a conclusion. It's a way of living. It's a way of being. It's a way of moving through reality and moving through the world that feels deeply congruent at every level, emotionally, intellectually, physically, energetically. All of that can be in alignment. It doesn't mean there's some kind of constructed idea of perfection that guides your life. It's not a mental thing. Perfection is mental, right? Finality is mental. It's none of those things, but it is a place of wonder. It's a place of peace. It's a place of joy. It's a place of surprises. It's a place of moment to moment, really entering the mystery again and again and just being willing to die into it. And once somebody's done the shadow work, the deep shadow work, they see this, they feel this, they live this, and they realize this in their own life. And I've seen it again and again. It's a beautiful place to be. And every one of those cases, their life, and even if they thought their life was about the awakening in the way they, perceived it, they told themselves, this is the most important thing in my life, and drove in that direction with their energy and their attention and their inquiry. It still turns out not to be what you thought it was. And even that's okay. So to a person that has gone through all of this, that has come out the other side in a good way, in a way that I would call liberated, free, to a person, this didn't go the way they thought it would. Multiple times. There are many times when the twists and turns were just completely unpredictable. And yet, for whatever reason, they were willing to continue to enter that mystery, to take the journey, even though you didn't know it was your journey to take, even though you had no idea your life was about this. Well, guess what? It is. So embrace it. That's all I'm saying.